Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I was on TikTok and I saw this video of Khloe Kardashian. And in the video, she talks about how she has black children. She goes on to talk about how she only likes quote unquote black D. And then she goes on to say that she has no problem being called an N-word lover. And she doesn't say N-word like that. She actually says the word. And she says this in front of her sister, Kim Kardashian, and her mother. And neither one of them responded. Like they did not express any kind of outrage that she would use the N-word. So I just want to take some time to share my thoughts about this situation. I mean, this is an example of a white woman basically fetishizing black men. We all know about the popular stereotypes about black men as, you know, having large penises and having sexual prowess and all that kind of stuff. You know, the whole Mandingo type of stereotype. And that's part of the reason that some white women choose to date exclusively black men, because of that stereotype. They have bought into that stereotype. And make no mistake about it, like some people may think that that's a compliment, that people have these types of views of black men and black people, this over-sexualized image of the black man and the black woman actually. But these views are detrimental and negative towards black people. You know, at the same time they view black men in particular as hypersexual and having all this sexual prowess, these same people view the black man as intellectually inferior at the same time. So this is nothing but a perpetuation of a stereotype. And I often hear people say, you know, when they are in these interracial relationships, that it's about love, it's about finding somebody that you love regardless of their race and all that kind of stuff. But here, this woman clearly has a preference for black men, and she reduces the black man down to his penis, basically, by saying that she only likes quote unquote black D. And a black man is more than his penis and stuff like that. She doesn't say anything about character, anything about values, anything about personality. In that particular clip, she's talking about a penis, basically reducing the black man down to a penis. And this is like any other kind of fetish that people have. People have all kinds of freaky fetishes. And basically this woman and her sisters apparently fetishize black men, because that's all, you know, for the most part, that they date and marry black men. So that's the first thing that I wanted to say. And then the other thing is this, like the fact that she would feel so comfortable using the N-word speaks to a racism. You know, it speaks to a disregard for black people, even though she's saying that she doesn't have any problem, quote unquote, loving, you know, being considered an N-word. The fact that she would use that word with such comfort just is disrespectful. And it's just a shame that I'm sure that, you know, some people think that you probably have no problem with that. You know, have no problem with this woman and her preference for black men, have no problem with this woman and her using the N-word. And it's just a shame. And this points to the fact that it doesn't matter how many black men a woman sleeps with or how many biracial children a woman has. That doesn't absolve her of racism. That doesn't cleanse her of racism. And that doesn't cleanse society of racism. Many of these people that sleep with black men and black women do so based on these negative stereotypes of black people. This fetishizing black people. That's part of the reason behind, you know, some of these people that date exclusively black people. You know, some of these white women, for instance, or even white men for that matter. You know, you've had situations, for instance, where white men have, you know, used racial slurs against their black women partners and stuff like that. And you got this situation where this woman, despite the fact that she has black kids and stuff like that, feels like it's okay for her to use the N-word. And this is probably just another one of these situations where these people get too comfortable and too familiar. They think that because they hang out with black people or because they have black friends that they can use the N-word, and it's never acceptable. And I understand that there's a context behind, her using this, but that doesn't excuse the use of the N-word. So those are my thoughts. Tell me what you all think. Please rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, share the video, and hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content on here. I want to encourage you all again to follow me on TikTok at New Possibilities Blog and to follow me on Twitter at New Poss Blog. Peace and blessings. Have a great day.